Hey everyone, just a quick word before we get started on this beer review. If you're interested in purchasing any of these beers that you see on my channel, stick around to the end of the video and I will tell you where you can purchase them at online. Now, isn't that lovely? Have beer shipped right to your home and don't have to go anywhere. All right, enjoy the video. Cheers to that. Welcome, my friends. Thanks so much for stopping by once again as we sample some more great tasting American craft beers with Dr. Dave. Fabulous indeed. Now for our sampling pleasures and tasting delights today. Ooh wee! Special treat here from the Ellicottville Brewing Company, located in Ellicottville, New York. This is the Mo Master, and it appears as though they think you should drink it while you're mowing your lawn. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But anyway, it's described as a crisp and bright, warm weather quencher that checks in at 5% alcohol by volume. And it says it's an ultra pale ale. No, I've never seen any date stamps on this brewery, but it's okay because the place where I bought it, believe me, that guy would not let me buy any beer past its prime. He knows good and well I'm going to bring it back and want my money back. Yeah, we have an understanding. Yeah, but if I pick up a beer on the shelf, he says, "Oh no, Dave, that's been here a long time." And then I'll make a decision, if I'm going to buy it or not. If it's a style that I think is okay, yeah, I'll buy it. Now this did have a little bubbly on it. Look at that, a little bubbly. So I don't know what that means. Let's go ahead and use this flared glassware. Yeah, I can't talk here today. Let's see what happens here. Let's pour her out. Let's get her into the glass. For a pale ale, that seems rather hazy to me for a pale ale. Man, that thing is lively carbonated. That carbonation is coming up there like nobody's business. It made a little bit of a white foam and then it fizzled out. Now, of course, if we want to, and I do, let's go ahead and agitate the beer. You got to be careful though. If it rises too quickly, leave the stir stick in until it stops, and then there you go. That's what I like to see. That's perfect. Really hazy for a pale ale. Very hazy. Let's get some aroma here. Mm, some nice citrus in there. Get some nice citrus. A little bit of sweetness could be from the hops. Hey, let me thank the brewers there in Ellicottville, New York, for all the hard work they put into brewing this batch of beer and bringing it here to Ohio. I appreciate it, no doubt about it. And cheers to you, everybody at home, for watching. Very smooth, easy drinking summertime beer. That's how I'm going to describe it. Very good blend of the malts and the hops are working in this beer. Very nice malt backbone in this beer. A little bit of hop in there as well. It's not overpowering by any stretch of the imagination, but it gives it a bit of a dry finish. Not bitter, just a little bit of a dry finish. I would not describe this as a Mo Master beer. I don't know. Yeah, I just don't like the term lawnmower beer. I just do not like that term at all. Now, I tell you what comes to my mind when I think about lawnmower beers? If you can go to Walmart and you can buy a 30 pack of a beer, I'm not going to say what it is. You can buy 30 cans for $9.99. Now that's a lawnmower beer. Do the math. Do the math on that. That's nothing. What you're drinking there is you're drinking alcoholic water. That's what that is. It's water with alcohol. If you want a little bit of flavor and you want a little bit of substance, then this is the kind of beer you should be drinking right here. While the aromas are light and the flavors as well, it's still a well crafted beer. Look at the lacing. sticking to the side of the glass. There's something about craft beer. You know, you have to be a craft beer aficionado to really appreciate craft beer. I don't like the term craft beer snobs. I'm not a snob. I just enjoy good beer. I want to drink a beer that has some body to it, some flavor, some aroma. You know, if I can go to Walmart, like I said, and I can buy that beer. I'm not going to say what it is. You probably already know, right? Man, 30 cans for $10? Get out of town with that. That's some cheap beer. That should be on Dr. Dave's cheap ass beer review, huh? Well, I've done that particular beer. Yeah, I found a guy in the elevator one day, and he had a 30 pack, and I said, "Hey, I'll give you $2 for a can of that." He says, "$2? You're crazy! I'm not going to charge you $2." He just gave me a can because he knows it's worth about what 30 cents. I like this beer. This is very smooth and easy drinking. It's got some substance to it. It's very nice indeed. I would describe this as a light-bodied beer, very light-bodied. It has a light mouth feel, and it's got light to medium carbonation. It's pretty well carbonated. And for a pale ale, I'm telling you, this thing is really hazy. I've never seen a pale ale quite that hazy before, but it's very easy drinking. Yeah, it's not chill haze. It's not chill haze. No, very good. It's very good. Some nice malts. Like I said, a very good balance between the malt and the hop with just a slightly dry finish. Mm, I want to savor this one. This is a good one. Look at the lacing. I'm telling you, it's a very well crafted beer. Again, this is from the Ellicott Brewery out of Ellicottville, New York. I've had many of their beers, and they've all been really good. Now, they make some off the wall beers, and what I mean by off the wall is some fruity beers. Whoa, they're good, man. And I don't like fruity beers, but you know what? Every once in a while, it's good to change up and have something different. Yeah, that's because life is short. Let's be happy, my friends. You never know until you try it if you like it or not, right? That's what Dad always told us about our food. You know, sit there till you eat it, boy. With that said, my friends, until we meet next time, here's wishing all of you the very best of goodbyes. And as always, cheers. Okay, everyone. As promised, Dr. Dave's going to tell you where he buys his beers and where you can buy them also. First on the list is rivalrybrews.com. Now, don't worry, I'm going to put the links in the description box for you. Rivalry Brews is a relatively new mail order place. It's based right here in Ohio, in Medina, and they are fantastic. I tell you what, when they first started, I got free shipping on all the beers. Now I think they charge me $2. $2 for 12 beers. That's fantastic. Now, as far as I know, they ship to the lower 48, but you might want to check the website on that. I can't be 100% sure. But the shipping is fast. The turnaround is fast. And if anything's wrong, they will fix it right away. I only had one issue with them, and they refunded half my purchase order, which I thought was more than fair. More than fair. So anyway, by the way, disclaimer, I don't get any money on any of this. I'm not affiliated with any of these beer companies. They don't know I'm doing this. I'm just telling you where to buy the beer. Now, one day I may be affiliated, and if I am at that point, I'll certainly let you know. So, Rivalry Brews, located right here in Ohio, they specialize in Ohio beers, beers from Pennsylvania and Indiana. So, if you want some good Ohio craft beer, that's a good place to start. The second one on my list, oh, I love this place. It's called Halftime Beer. Halftime Beer has two locations in New York State, Poughkeepsie, and I believe it's pronounced Mamaroneck. Mamaroneck. Yeah, don't quote me on that pronunciation. I tried my best. Yeah, anyway, they have more beer online than you could possibly look at in a day. I'm telling you, they have beer everywhere on that website. And all you have to do is go on there, make your selection, and have it shipped. Now, they do have gift boxes, which come with a really nice cooler. Yeah, and you can't beat it. It's $5 shipping on those special orders. Now, on the other beers, the shipping can get a little bit pricey, but I've never had an order for more than $20 shipping, which I think is really good for 12 bottles of beer. Now, if you get cans, it's less cost because it weighs less, and that's what costs the money is the weight and the size of the box. So, yeah, check them out. Now, I belong to two of their what's known as Beer of the Month Club. I'm in their German Beer of the Month Club, so I get 12 bottles from six different breweries, two of each, once a month. And there's a lot of beers in there that I've never heard of from Germany. I thought I had them all, not even close. And then I have the Around the World Beer Club, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's beers from all over the world. So far, I only got one beer that I didn't really like. It happens. It happens. And, you take your chances on that. But I got some beer from South Korea, of all places, South Korea. I thought it was really, really good. Now, last on the list, but not least, and I didn't put these in any particular order, it's the Best Damn Beer Shop. Now, they're out of San Diego, and they have a killer selection. I'm telling you. Matter of fact, talking about all this beer, I'm going to have one here. Mm, that's just a regular run of the mill Pilsner, German style, but it hits the spot on a day like this. Anyway, Best Damn Beer Shop. Woo! Now, their shipping, they require you to choose in lots of six. So you can get 6, 12, 18, 24 is the maximum. And their shipping is reasonable considering I'm on the East Coast and they're on the West Coast. Yeah, the shipping is generally about $19 for a 12 bottle selection, which I don't think is a lot. $19? No, I don't think that's a lot. Now, the more beer you buy, the less money it's going to cost. That's just a fact of economics. So if you want to buy six beers, it's going to cost more to ship it than the 12. Hey, I don't make the rules, man. Just buy more beer. You save more money on shipping. What can I tell you? Yeah, but they're a great place, and so all three of those places, Rivalry Brews for Ohio beers, and then you have the Halftime Beverage, which is in New York. They have a selection on everything, and same thing with Best Damn Beer Shop. Now, if you want some West Coast beers that you can't find in your town, that's the place to buy them at. Last but not least, people always ask me, what is that on your beer glass? Well, I bought it at Amazon, Amazon.com. It's called a vacuum vin. Vacuum vin. And if I'm not mistaken, it's from Sweden, if I'm not mistaken. And the inside of it is lined with special material. So what you do is you put this in the freezer, you let it sit overnight, and then you put your beverage in here, and it will maintain that beverage at around 38 degrees, which is really cold for a beer. But I like my pilsners cold. Now, if you already have a beer that warmed up, put it in here and it'll bring it to the proper temperature, no doubt. And I said last, but I was mistaken. This is the last thing I want to talk about. Dr. Dave's beer glasses. Now, I did sell these a number of years ago when I had my other beer channel. And this is a new design, though. This is a different design. Now, I could sell these if there's enough interest in them, but I have to order them about 144 at a time. So I don't want to order them unless there's some real interest in them. Now, it's difficult to see on here, but it says Dr. Dave's cheap ass beer reviews. Yeah, it's not really going to come out that well there on the camera. But I would sell these at cost. Now, I'm not trying to make any money on them. I think it cost me 14.98 to have those made. So I would sell them at the same price. Now I don't know, the price could have gone up because I did buy those a few years back. So, but I would sell them at cost if anybody's interested. But like I said, I don't get any money off these links. There's no affiliate links here. I'm not making any money. I just wanted to let everybody know where I buy my beer so you could buy it too. Oh, and I almost forgot the amazing clubs Beer of the Month Club. Amazing clubs. I'll put all the links in the description box. Knock yourself out. Hey, thanks for watching, okay? And Dr. Dave says, cheers to that.